Yo, what's up, guys? I'm back. Got another video for you. Fun fact. This was my favorite shirt pre-op because I felt like it just made me look so flat, and now I just put it on and was just looking at myself in the mirror because I put on this hat because I didn't want to do my hair. So I was like looking in the mirror, looking at my hat, and I was like looking at my chest, and I was like, wow, damn, it looks good with this shirt on still. Anyways, today's video is obviously on post-op depression and kind of making it through that, I guess. I am almost 3 months post-op. Actually, the day this is going up. So yeah, this is going tomorrow. But the day this is going up, I am exactly 3 months post-op. And there's a reason why it took me 3 months to actually talk about post-op depression. I felt so much like I couldn't talk to anyone about it because I felt like I was supposed to be happy. I just got top surgery. I wanted this so bad, and yet I'm depressed. How can I tell someone that I'm depressed? Everyone's so happy for me. Everyone thinks I'm happy, and I was happy. I was happy about the surgery. I just was depressed in a different way, and it's just I didn't feel like I talked to anyone. I ended up reaching out to guys who had gotten surgery at a similar time to me. I read a lot of stuff online about other guys going through post-op depression. That's why I want to make this video, so that someone out there maybe looking for stuff can see that it is a thing and it happens. So first of all, things I should say is, for the most part, my surgery was really smooth. I didn't have many complications. I was very lucky to have my parents there. My mom was super supportive and there for me throughout the whole thing. Most of everything went exactly as planned, and I can't really complain, and yet I still dealt with some post-op depression. I don't think it's ever fair to compare your experience to other people's experience and say that you should or shouldn't be feeling a certain way because of someone else's experience with something. That's the first thing I want to put out there. Second thing I want to put out there is, even in my post-op depression, I would say I was lucky with it. It did not last too long, and I was able to make it through it. And I have people I know who got surgery really at similar close time to me, and they had post-op depression longer than me. So it's one of those things. Some people deal with it, some people don't. Some people get hit harder with it, some people feel it a little bit. It's just one of those things where everyone's experience with it is so unique. I never feel like it's fair to compare yourself to others when it comes to something like that, and just when it comes to mental health in general. The next thing I want to say is, for me, the way it kind of manifested itself is for me, I'm kind of one of those people who I can deal with pain, but I am a freaking baby when it comes to discomfort, and I was very uncomfortable during recovery. The first few days of recovery. Day 3 of recovery was my hardest day. I was just in a bad mood. I didn't want to do anything. I snapped at my mom because she tried to make me get out of the car when we went out because they were trying to get me out of the house, and it was just really bad day 3. And I honestly was just like sitting there thinking to myself, I am miserable. I was itchy and I couldn't sleep on my stomach how I usually sleep. I actually had to sleep sitting up. I couldn't my appetite was a little off. I had nausea the first day, and it kind of threw my appetite off because I wasn't able to eat as much as usual. I couldn't lift my arms a certain way. I couldn't take showers by myself. I had lost a lot of my independence. It was just a whole bunch of things hitting me at once, and it was just hard to deal with, and I felt miserable. For me personally, I'm not saying that this will work for everyone, but for me personally, the thing that helped me the most getting through those first days after top surgery was thinking, I just did the hardest part of this. I am on the path to being able to take my shirt off, to being comfortable in my body. I just literally did the hardest part. I got the surgery. I'm going through the hardest part, which is these first few days of recovery. I will never, ever have to recover from top surgery ever again. Like, it is done. I am literally getting through the hardest part of this right now. And that's what I kept telling myself in my brain. Every single hour, every single minute, every single second, I am recovering a little tiny bit more. My body is recovering a tiny little bit more. I'm getting close a little bit a little tiny bit closer to being able to take my shirt off, to being able to have full mobility of my arms, to being able to sleep on my stomach. Right now, I'm getting through the hardest part of this. That is what I kept telling myself throughout those first few days after top surgery. It was bad. I was miserable. I thought about, like, why did I for a second I even thought about, did I do the right thing? I thought my chest was small. Could I have just dealt with it? Why do I have to go through all this just to feel comfortable in my body? You know, there were probably suicidal thoughts that slipped in there. I never would have ever went through with them because I was just so ready to feel this new life with this chest. I never would have thrown that away, but they definitely crossed my mind. Like, it was real depression, but I just kept telling myself, I'm getting through the hardest part of this. I'm never gonna have to go through this again. Depression, yes, but post-op depression, no. I'm close every day. I'm closer to getting this ace bandage off, to not being itchy, to all that stuff. It's just that's literally the one thing I kept telling myself, and that's literally the one thing that helped me make it through, along with reaching out to a few other guys who either had top surgery sometime in the past or had just recently gotten top surgery. The ones who had just recently gotten top surgery, more so to be like I relate type thing, and I'm going through the same thing, and the guys who've gotten in the past to kind of be like, yeah, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna get better. On that note, 3 months post-op, it is so much better. I am so happy. I feel so comfortable. It's amazing. It feels so natural now. I can't even explain it. It's not even one of those things where I expect it to feel like different, but I don't feel different. I just feel right. It's like I felt different before, but now I just feel correct, if that makes any sense at all. But I mean, I feel fantastic. I'm so glad I did it. I have no regrets whatsoever, and now I can honestly say I don't have to go through that again, and it's such a relief. And if anyone is watching this because you're in those first few days after surgery and you kind of feel like crap, know that you are getting through it, and you do get to this point, and it is so great. I am going to take my shirt off now, because how can you talk about top surgery without taking your shirt off? It is great. I feel great. I can move. I can sleep on my stomach. It was rough at first, but we got here, and this is the point we're at, and I feel so freaking happy about it. Anyone going through post-op depression right now, just know that it does get so much better. You're making through it, the hardest part of this part of your journey right now, and you know, for me, it was totally worth it, and I have no regrets. Just keep reminding yourself that you're making it through the hardest part right now, and you're not gonna have to do this again. You're gonna get to a point where that's just you, that's your body, that's what you have, and it's normal, and it feels right, and you don't have to think about the future going through this to feel right, because you've done it. Congratulations, and please keep your head up, try your best to remain positive, and reach out to people if you need to, because post-op depression is a thing. It's valid, it's real, and it's okay to talk about it. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave this video there, but I'll be back soon with another video. I got a whole bunch of other channels stuff going. I got like 4 other channels and putting videos on all of them. It's crazy. So I'm about to go back to school, so my summer's over. Got to get back on the grind, grinding out videos. Yeah, so hopefully it will be a little bit more consistent coming up. We'll see. But stay positive, everyone. I love you all very much. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.